Cellular organelles. Now we will discuss the organelles one by one. So what is cellular organelle? Let us see first what are organelles. An organelle is a cellular structure with specialized function that forms a part of the cell. So organelles, these are cellular structure and they will perform some specialized function in the cell. Examples are nucleus, endoplasmic reticulum, ribosomes, mitochondria, Golgi, apparatus, lysosomes and many. There are many organelles. So these are some of the examples of the cell organelle. Let us first discuss about nucleus. Nucleus, it is found in all eukaryotic cells. Okay, so we know that nucleus, these are found in all eukaryotic cells. But there are some exceptions also, students. This is not included in the book, but still, if you want to know, like exceptions will be a mature RBC, they does not contain nucleus. And in xylem and phloem of plant, the sieve tube and the tracheids and the vessels, they also don't contain nucleus. So you don't need to memorize this. This is not included in your textbook. And the cells which don't contain nucleus, we call them as enucleated cells. This we have studied also in our first chapter, enucleated cells. Okay, next, the nucleus. It is also known as the brain of the cell or the director of the cells, because it is the place where all the decisions of the cell is taken. What activity the cell will perform, all these decisions are taken in the nucleus. So nucleus, it controls all the activity of the cell. That is why it is called as the brain of the cell. Next, if we look into the structure of the cell, this is the structure of the nucleus. If we look into the structure of the nucleus, we will see the nuclear envelope. The outer membrane is the nuclear envelope. It controls the exchange of material between nucleus and the cytoplasm. The exterior of the nucleus, these are filled with cytoplasm, isn't it? So exchange of materials is carried out here between the nucleus and the cytoplasm. So nuclear envelopes, it controls the exchange of materials between the nucleus and the cytoplasm. And this nuclear envelope, it consists of two membrane. One is inner membrane that is present towards the inside, and one is present on the outside, that is the outer membrane. So nucleus, it has two membrane, inner membrane and outer membrane, two layers. And students, in between the inner membrane and the outer membrane, can you see the space? A space is there. This space is called as perinuclear space. So in between the inner and the outer layer, the space that is present, this is called as perinuclear space. Now I will show you another image. This is also nucleus only. To explain different parts, I am taking different images. So the outer membrane, this was our outer layer, right, of the nucleus. The outer layer, the outer membrane, it remains continuous with the endoplasmic reticulum and the ribosome. So in the outer membrane, these are attached, these are continuous with the endoplasmic reticulum. These are endoplasmic reticulum. This is our outer membrane. So this is continuous with the rough endoplasmic reticulum. So here also. Now in between some gap is present, right? These gaps, these holes are called as nuclear pores. These are nuclear pores. Okay. Now, nuclear pores, they help in movement of RNA and protein that are synthesized in the nucleus, and this is transported from nucleus to the cytoplasm. So this nuclear pore will help in the movement or the transportation of substances from the nucleus to the cytoplasm. And usually the RNAs and the proteins, these are synthesized in the nucleus, and then these are transported through nuclear pores. Now this nucleus, it contains chromatin, nucleolus and the nucleoplasm. The nucleus, it contains chromatin, nucleolus and the nucleoplasm. So nucleoplasms, these are transparent semi-fluid substances, and they are similar to the cytoplasm, you can say. So these are semi-fluid transparent material that are filled inside the nucleus, and we call them as nucleoplasm. And inside this nucleoplasm we have the nucleolus and the chromatin. Now this nucleolus, these are spherical structure. Can you see? These are spherical structures, and they are the site for the synthesis of ribosomal RNA. These nucleolus, these are the site where ribosomal RNA are synthesized. We have different types of RNAs, that is mRNA, tRNA and rRNA, and mainly the rRNA, the ribosomal RNA, these are synthesized in the nucleolus. So this part, it acts as a site for the synthesis of ribosomal RNA. Next we have chromatin, the thread-like structure. Can you see? These are chromatin.